What's going on this week, Tom?
I give a poop about this show. Let's have some fun.
Okay, let's do it. Good start. So it's seeming, and tell me if you disagree, but it's seeming more and more likely from Chris Sims, who we've been playing a ton of today, Dan Orlovsky, Lou Riddick, some of these other people evaluating the draft. It seems more and more likely Drake May is going to be in play at number 3, and it's going to go Williams 1, Daniels 2. What do the Patriots have to be comfortable with? What do they have to be comfortable with? I'm sorry to keep going and ask a long-winded question, but what do they have to be comfortable with Drake May to take him at number 3?
His projection, how much he can develop, clean up his fundamental issues, clean up the things that you saw in 2023 that indicated he was not really reading the defenses or in a situation where he was asked to read defenses. So with Drake May, you have to be comfortable with the projection because there is more projecting that's going to go on with him than there will be with Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels. And I wouldn't even say it's this week with Orlovsky and Chris Sims or anybody else. It's pretty clear since January, I think, that Jaden Daniels had leapfrogged May. What happens with the groupthink of the draft analysts is that one has to walk over the line, and then they all walk over the line. For instance, Jaden Daniels spent the entire season behind Drake May, and then somebody watched the absolutely electrifying season he was having and stepped over the line. The bigger picture question to me right now is who steps over the line with Jaden Daniels ahead of Caleb Williams. We've heard some people intimating that might happen, but to me, he has long since passed May. Those two teams at the top are going to go Williams, Daniels in whichever order, and then you have to make a determination as the Patriots. Are we drafting a quarterback in Drake May, or are we drafting the quarterback? And with a projection at number 3, Jones, and all the holes you have to fill, it's really a dice roll to me.
So with that projection, if they're comfortable with who Drake May is going to be and the project that he will be, do you think looking at the Packer way, looking at Elliott Wolf there, looking at the coaching staff that they have in place with pieces from Cleveland and from Green Bay, that there's a sense that, okay, Drake May prepare for him to sit for a little bit? This isn't somebody that we're going to roll out with whatever roster we have come week 1. Just your opinion.
NFW, there is absolutely no way Drake May can be put out there to retard his progress behind an offensive line that's just meeting each other, coaching staff that's wearing "Hello, my name is" tags. No, that would be absolutely insane. I don't even know if the Patriots are as bad as they're going to get. I mean, not for nothing, but Bill left the offense smoking and crumpled on the side of the road. So it's really bad. We've talked about this the last couple of weeks. They have one running back on the roster. They have no tight ends on the roster. They have a slot receiver, and that's it. They have no quarterback. They have no left tackle. So you want to take a project and put him out there in 2024 with a straight face and say, go get him, then you're going to be right back in the same place in 2027. So it'll be a 3-year operation. 2021, 2024, 2027, you are the Jets.
All right, if they don't go quarterback at 3, Tommy, I know you loved it. It's a double hypothetical. If they don't go quarterback at 3, what's more likely? They draft another position or they trade back at 3?
Trade back. Trade back would have to make more sense, Christian, for the simple fact that you know some nitwit's going to want Drake May, or you know some team is going to have a better situation. I'm a big proponent of situation before quarterback. Don't put the quarterback in and then say we're going to fix the situation around him, because that's cart ahead of the horse, roof before the foundation, whatever you want to call it. So there will be a team. Say, for instance, Atlanta says we put Drake May here with Bijan Robinson and Drake London and Kyle Pitts, and we have offensive linemen. We can make some hay. So to me, a team like and any of the ones who are a little more prepared than the Patriots are. So the Patriots can go. They can take the 8th overall pick from Atlanta. They can take next year's first-round pick from Atlanta. They can take a second-round pick from Atlanta this year. They can take one of the very good tackles at number 8. If they want to, they could trade back into the first round and take a wide receiver late in the first round. So to me, there are, and receiver and tight end are 10 deep with first and second-round talent, at least. So they're in a good spot if they trade down.
Just to clarify, receiver, there's that many good tight ends in the draft, or you're just saying Bowers plus the
Excuse
receivers?
me. I meant to say receiver and tackle.
And tackle. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Tight end is fat too.
Okay. Well,
Tight end
nice.
is fat too.
okay. That's good to know. I want to ask you, Tom, it's going to be Elliott Wolf, we think, making the pick at number 3. Is he here for the long term?
Yes, he is here for the long term. Now, we spoke at the Super Bowl and post-Super Bowl about this, and Andrew Callahan reiterated it last week. The Patriots are going to do a personnel head search, a GM, for lack of a better word, search after the draft. Now, all you educated Patriots fans and football fans will say, why in God's name would you let an individual pick the third pick in the draft and give him $100 million worth of cap space to work with, and then run the risk of this new person coming in and saying, well, you shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense at all, right? So I think with the Patriots, this is how I posed the question to somebody high up in the organization, saying, well, why would you ever do that? And they in turn said, well, what would you do? And I said, I would name Elliott Wolf my GM. I'd ride with him for 3 years and give him the latitude to make those decisions. What I think the Patriots are doing is they have to have a personnel person in place. It will be Elliott Wolf. In order to do that, though, they have to satisfy the Rooney Rule and the interviewing qualifications. So after the draft, they'll go through a process, and then Elliott Wolf will be named their head personnel individual. And I think the Patriots, Jones, just to prattle on a little bit more, they love the familiarity they have with the people who have been here. Those people understand how the Patriots work. They understand how the Crafts work. They understand what they want. And as a result, they don't want to uproot people and bring in new ideas. They just wanted Bill out of the way to see how these guys would do. That's what it boils down to.
Do you think
they
that's
feel they got the guy out of the way who was causing the personnel problems.
Sorry, Tom. Do you think that's
okay?
Do you think that's a good thing? That they
Yes.
Because they're bringing in some people from the outside. I know they're connected to Wolf, but some people from the outside are coming in. So if they don't want new ideas, but they basically want to push everybody out of the nest to see if they fly without Bill.
Yes, and I think the people that they're bringing in, the new people they're bringing in, are Elliott Wolf approved, which further reiterates the fact that they're allowing Elliott Wolf to shape their personnel department the way he sees fit. So you can do what you want with your department, Elliott. Hire whoever you want. Okay, good. Here's Alonzo Highsmith and Bobby Brown and you name it. And that's what we're going to run with. They're not going to uproot all these people in June or July and say, but that does beg the other conversation, does it not, guys? If Elliott Wolf doesn't have in hand a signed deal that he's the GM, what if he trades down or sits there and then takes like Blake Bowers or whatever the kid's name is?
Brock Bowers.
The tight end at number 3, Brock Bowers. Then I think the Patriots might be in some ways less adventurous at 3 because they don't have the surety of 5-year deals. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that Wolf's definitely done already is put the transition tag onto Kyle Duggar, and then every other team in the league cut their safeties. So what do you make of the safety market, and do you think that was the right move for the Patriots?
Relative to Duggar and the Patriots situation, it is interesting that other teams are releasing safeties. Again, they're not in the same situation as the Patriots. A really bad team, the 31st or 32nd worst team in the league, and they need to bring back players who they trust and like. Duggar's one of them. So while those other teams might be able to divorce themselves from whatever safeties they have, the Patriots weren't in that boat. They're a rebuilding team. I like what they did with the transition tag for this reason. For years, we would see Bill Belichick say, "Go, see what you get. Come on back. We'll see if we can match it, make you an offer." A lot of players, David Andrews, Lawrence Guy, Dante Hightower, they went out. They saw what else was out there, came back and said, "Yeah, maybe I'll come back here." And the Patriots say, "Oh, it wasn't so good out there, was it? Your offer has dropped." And that pisses guys off. At least in the instance of Kyle Duggar, the Patriots are saying, look, we'll give you a $13.8 million placeholder. You're not an All-Pro, you're not a Pro Bowl, you're not a $17 million player, but we'll give you 13. and we'll promise you that. And we'll match it if you get something else, like 15. Or we'll just walk away from it. So while I think a lot of people are conditioned in this market to say that everything the Patriots do is moronic,
No.
I get the logic. Yeah.
It's interesting though. No, but it's interesting that because I remember it specifically with Andrews. Guy was pissed last year, right? Was it last year or a few years ago? But guy I know was pissed about his contract last year. So guys go out, they say, "Oh, okay, I did shop it around. I'll take your offer," and it's gone or it's been lowered. And I remember Andrews specifically being pissed about it. So it's good perspective from Tom Curran. He joins us every Thursday here on NBC Sports Boston. Check out the Patriots Talk podcast. You can hear him on Tuesdays with Gresham Fourier, and of course, watch him all over NBC Sports Boston. Tom, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Hey, you got a second? I have a quiz.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
When we're talking about
I love these. Good.
How many quarterbacks, as we sit here and say, you're going to get a quarterback who can win a Super Bowl?
Uh-huh.
How many quarterbacks in the history of the National Football League have won a Super Bowl?
Oh, 32.
That's a convenient number.
Damn.
Wait, was that right? Was that right?
34. 34.
Wow.
Close enough.
Nice.
Nice.
Good guess.
And working a little blue on top of it. I like it.
There's not that many out there. So don't sit there pretending that you're going to go and find the Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah, but Tommy, one guy was hogging them all.
Yeah, but you know, exactly. Well, that's true. That's true. And number two, Tom, maybe I just know everything. Maybe I know how many quarterbacks have won. Maybe I just know you do this in year one with a quarterback.
I was so disappointed. I didn't know what you were going to say, but
we heard the disappointment.
I wanted it to be the worst guess ever. And then when I heard the 30, I said, oh, no.
All right, Tom, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
See you guys.
Tommy Curran. That's all our guests.
It's a nice little tribute to Dan Shaughnessy. A little trivia question there at the end of the interview.
It really was. He joined us on the Harbor One hotline.